God say, I'm possessing you. These individuals represents the challenges that you face in every aspect of life.
Right.
Are y'all with me?
Yes.
Here is God. God have came and touch each one of them, every aspect of your life in eternity. Are y'all with me? And then he goes back in eternity and waits for you to answer the call of what he has already did. So here are you. This is you. So what you do now, we talk about possession. He said, for you are a holy and set apart people to the Lord your God. The adversary understands that you're holy. He understands that God elected you. He understands that God chose you. And he will not be satisfied with you being what God has chose you to do. Because God kicked him out of heaven. So he said, if I cannot be God, what I'll do is I'll take God's place in his creation. He know he can't be God, so he said, well, I'll frustrate God. He can't frustrate God. So what he's trying to do is take God's place in God's creation that God have already possessed. So he created all this stuff in here while God is saying, I told you to look at eternity.
Right.
Not what you are passing, touching by. So you're passing by difficulties, and the difficulties now try to get up and seize you. The difficulties try to seize you. And God is saying that's not election. Election tells difficulties, and sit back down, that when you come, stand up, and you seize it. So when I'm going through life and I'm elected, I'm going to have trials. But the trials don't possess me. I possess the trial. I feel like shouting up in here.
Yes, Lord.
I seize the trials. I dominate the trials. I'm in control of the trials. The trials are not in control of me.
Go ahead, Real.
Are y'all with me? Okay, I just heard that. I'm talking to I'm speaking to some of y'all spirits. Here we go. Let me. I do it with even in. Okay, but Pastor, what if the trial pushed me back? God say, I intended for it to push you back because you wasn't ready to go to the next level. If I wouldn't have pushed you back so you can regroup, then this part right here would have killed you. You would have lost your naked mind here. So what I allowed you to stay back just a little bit to regroup and realize that you are possessed by God. You're a powerful woman of God. You're a powerful man. And nothing that stands before you can stop and hinder you. It's the eternity of God that you're looking at, not this right here. Am I preaching good up in here? So he pushed you back. And you cried. But when he pushed you back, you ought to regroup and say, oh, you just did me a favor. You missed it. I said, help me out. Help me out. Help me. Come on. With your pretty self. Come on. That was pretty. We're going to have a pretty helper here. Watch this. So he pushed you back because you thought you was in this alone. You thought you had to go through the difficulty by yourself. So he pushed you back. And here you are, understand that he set you back so that now your helper can push you forward. Now watch this. Try to push him back just a little bit. Push him back. Don't let him. See, he's pushing you, but your helper is preventing you from going back. See, when you're elected, you get to a point and say, look at here, adversary. I made up in my mind, no matter what comes what goes, I'm going to give God the glory. I know God have told me to do what he told me to do. I don't care if I'm broke, busted, disgusted. I know God is going to give me. Hello, somebody. My children may be acting crazy. Husband, wife may be going. Sickness may be in my body. But I made up in my mind, I ain't going back any further. God have already caused me to regroup. And it's time now for me to move. Somebody shall move forward. Tired of backing up. I'm tired of... I'm going to be teaching, but I'm about to lose my mind up in here. Adversary just keep knocking you back. You know God said, no, it's time. You done went back far enough. Push him through his struggle. Occupy. Y'all missing the point. I feel like speaking in tongues. Now watch this, watch this. I can move to the next level, and even while this problem is here, because I have demonstrated to this issue here that it can't stop me. This issue now get behind my help and push me. So the problem that came to kill me now is pushing me forward. I can't fall no further back because I got the problem that caused me tears holding me up right now. I tried long enough back here. Now I ain't going back because the very problem that I've been through is holding me up right now. Somebody shout, say, I know I'm elected. Somebody